This is the old philosopher coming to you today to talk about my car collection. I have a lot of little miniature cars, scale 18. I've been collecting them probably for 25 years, and I would like to share with you an illusion as to how these cars can look like real cars in real situations. A lot of things in life are not real, but it's all a matter of how we view it to make it real. So what we're going to do today is we're going to review the car collection, talk about some of the cars, and also visit Pebble Beach, where Steve and I went to a car show at the Concord at Pebble Beach, was the biggest show in the country. And it's a get-together of very rich people and famous cars. And I own a lot of miniature cars, just like the big cars. One of the things about these cars, I didn't realize at the time, but I really like cars. But after getting all of these little miniature cars, it's like taking a vaccination, and it's caused me to be immune to wanting any exotic cars. You know, Jay Leno has a big car collection, but I have a bigger car collection than Jay Leno. And believe me, having all these cars is okay, but it's not as much fun as Jay Leno says. Can you imagine changing the oil on 700 or 800 cars and trying to keep them maintained so you drive them? I have a lot of trouble just keeping the dust off my cars. So what I'd like to do today is I'd like to present my car collection and let you look it over and see if you've enjoyed as much as I do. Some of these cars have a real story behind them, and some of them I just bought them for the fun of it. As always, thanks for watching the Old Philosopher's channel, and if you feel enthusiastic, please subscribe to my channel. Could be someday I'll have something really exciting and fun for us all. My philosophy of being the old philosopher is that if I make these videos and somehow I can make you laugh or bring a smile to your face or take you to a happier place or have you to enjoy my videos, I have succeeded. So this is a real challenge. The challenge is to make the videos so that you'll be entertained and also put a smile on your face. Again, thanks for watching my... A lot of this stuff you've been looking at now is an illusion. It's not real. 1941 Chevrolet convertible in the park looked at my house. Here's another shot of the 41 Chevrolet. I never knew Chevrolet made such a pretty car. This is a good looking car, even though it's red. I love red. 1950 Ford. This is one of my favorite little cars. It's just the right size, and it's kind of really fun to drive. Now this car here came from Ray Charles' chauffeur. He had these cars and he wanted to get rid of them, so I got it from Ray Charles' chauffeur. This is a Tucker, not a DeLorean. Of these, and they were so popular, a lot of people bought the radio and never got the car. The guy was a real salesman. Again, here's my 1950 model Ford convertible, which is really a neat little car. My dad had a green one like this. 1956 Ford convertible, and take a note, look at the color, the two tones, black and white. And here's the DeLorean again at Concord up at Pebble Beach. The DeLorean is really a neat little car. '50 Ford at the Ronald Reagan Ranch. This here is a Rolls Royce. One of the ladies in Santa Barbara bought this, and I asked her, how in the world are you going to get it back home? Are you going to drive it? And she said, no, we'll truck it. Here's my 1950 Ford again at the park or downtown by the beach. It's a pretty little car. This is that car that I told you she's going to truck it back to Santa Barbara. I think it cost $400,000. I think she bought it for an investment. This is a car on the streets in Carmel. On Thursday, they open it up to the public, and all the cars that are there are free to look at. They don't cost anything. There's a Mercedes we found in Carmel. It's a good-looking car, probably worth about I don't know, 180,000. There's the 1956 Ford. Wish I had one of those now. Look at the interior. They don't make cars like that no more. And here's a Corvette. I've got a Corvette just like this in my arsenal of cars. I think there might have been a picture of it. I'm not sure. I believe I have the split window. And this is what they call an antique car. And I've got a few of those in my collection as well. A lot of these old cars are really old, almost have wooden wheels. Another car from Pebble Beach during the show. And this car here looks like the one Clark Gable bought. His girlfriend got killed in an airplane crash. I forget her name now. Carol, I forget her name. There's my car I like to go to the beach in. Everybody needs a beach cruiser. This is my beach car to go surfing. I know that Matt loves Ferrari, so there's a pretty shot of a Ferrari brand new. 1940 Ford, looks like a doctor's coupe for making calls. It's a nice little car. There's another car from Pebble Beach. You can see the cars all look alike, whether big cars or little cars. They're just cars. And you can understand how you can get burned out on them. This little car here is what they call a brass car. And I believe that car lives here in Santa Barbara. I've seen it around town. Another car from Pebble Beach. I think that one right there is a Bentley. I think whether a Bentley was being featured. And there's my Thunderbird that's over at the Pebble Beach 17-mile drive. And there's the DeLorean again in the park. That car's worth about $1 million if you had the real thing. And there's my 1941 Chevrolet red one. That's really a cool car. This car here, I always wanted one of those so bad. It's a 1958 Impala convertible. That was a sweet car. There's one of my Porsche at the park. And there is a, what do you call that guy? I forget. It's a Chrysler. Now, these are the cars on the shelf. I have a little video. It kind of bounces around. So what I did was I stopped doing this because it was too bouncy. And I got actual pictures of the cars on the shelf. You'll see them coming up shortly here. Yeah, there's the 1940 Ford. And there's a Ranchero station wagon. Oh, there's a Model A. And there is a Lincoln. That's a neat Lincoln, I think 1939 Lincoln. There's my Volkswagen. I love the little Volkswagen. I had one myself. And there's a Karmann Ghia, which is like a Volkswagen. And there's a collection of my Corvettes. I always wanted Corvettes, and I finally got plenty of them. That pickup there is what Dale used to drive me to the school in. The Cadillacs are something I always wanted, so I've got a good selection of Cadillacs, also Thunderbirds and Mustangs. And again, there's that Continental, a neat car. That's a picture of my old car that I used to drive. And there's the Impala again. And here we have the car, and this is the